monitoring solutes is incredibly important, and it'll teach you more about irrigation even than just monitoring water. By solutes, we mean the things that are dissolved in the water. And that might be salt, which comes with your irrigation water and tends to concentrate in the soil. And it's made up of nutrients too, which is things that the farmer will add to the soil. So an EC meter measures everything dissolved in the water, both the good and the bad. Now we also want to measure one nutrient as well, and that's nitrate. And the reason we measure nitrate is it's something the plant needs in large quantities. Nitrate, of course, comes from nitrogen-based fertilizer, but also from manure and compost. And it's very difficult to manage because unlike most nutrients, it's not held in the soil. It just moves with the water. And if the water is pushed below the root zone because you're over-irrigating, your nitrate will get pushed below the root zone as well. It's a major cause of low yields in irrigated agriculture. Too much water, leaching nitrate. So let's have a look at how we do this. You know the wetting front detector, the flag is up. That means that we collected a 20 milliliter sample, at least 20 mils. That's what it takes to float the mechanism. Now this flag popped up a couple of days ago. That's okay. A sample is retained. Usually just about 5 mils is retained. I've pulled the green tube off the stake. I've actually whittled the stake down a bit so that it doesn't expand the end of my tube, so that I get a nice seal with my syringe. I'm now going to remove the sample. You see I've got about 5 mils. That's not much, but it's enough. I can drop that into my EC meter and take a reading. Now the reading is quite high. It's reading about between 1.6 and 2 decisiemens. We've got a color coding here from low in the green going to very high in the red. So it's medium, so there's quite a bit dissolved in this water. Now we don't know what it is. It could be any iron, any different kind of nutrient or salt. So let's have a look and see what it might be. So we'll start with the nitrate test strip. You dip that into the sample, and then you just flick off the excess water. Now you'll see there's actually 2 strips here, one at the end and one a bit higher. It's the one at the end that we're most interested in. The bottom strip is getting quite darkly colored. It's turned from white to purple. I can use the chart on the side of the vial, and I can see that we're looking at about 250 parts per million. This data can get inputted into the VIA, and it will sit with your water pattern. So measuring solutes tells me a lot about how I'm going to manage my water. You might think blue, blue, blue on a chameleon is very good, and sure, it's wet and plants like wet. But blue, blue, blue might also mean that water's moving through your profile. And if water's moving through your profile, nitrogen's moving through your profile. And you will very quickly go from dark purple back to white.